delightful evening at Duke Canterbury's reception yesterday, Your Majesty. You're right, it was a very interesting party. Lots of prominent attendees and some choice gossip about their trade deals with the South. I don't think they're a threat to your treaties with our friends in Seren yet, but they're growing a little ambitious.
I see. That impertinent old man refuses to learn. If he weren't funding half our army, I would have thrown him in the tower already.
There's something else, my queen. They mentioned partnering commercially with Viscount Redcliffe, and they aren't the only ones. Redcliffe seems unusually popular in the upper spheres, and is well liked among the people.
Perhaps it is time for us to get to know him better. He's throwing his annual ball soon.
Would you like me to attend? Forgive me, Your Majesty, but will it still be held? Considering...
Oh yes, it will. Thank you, Neyra. Excellent work. You've been most useful to me.
At your service, my queen.
Mummy! Look what I caught in the gardens! Isn't it so pretty? Just like you, Mummy!
Congratulations, Arthur. It is a truly beautiful find. Morphomenelaus are a very rare species.
Morphomenelaus. Will you come watch the other butterflies with me?
Another time, my dear. I have a meeting to attend with your father. But perhaps Lady Neyra can take you.
Oh, okay. Do you want to come with me, Miss Neyra?
It would be my pleasure, my little prince. I see you've built quite the charming home.
Yes, but it hasn't moved much since I caught it. I think it looks sad. What do you think is missing, Miss Neyra?
It's freedom, little prince.
As we were grimly reminded last night, the threat posed by the Phantom Scythe is more real now than ever. We have good reasons to believe the weapons and nitroglycerin extracted from the factory are not the only ones they've smuggled into the capital.
Any news from the Spymaster?
He's doubled our ranks, Your Majesty. The new agents were personally selected by the Spymaster and myself, with the help of Chief Sinclair. Some of them are now successfully undercover within the Phantom Scythe, and we expect reports from them shortly.
We have no more time to waste waiting on our spies, right hand. Half measures won't be enough.
What do you suggest, Your Majesty?
From now on, the lower districts, especially the South Shore, will be placed under strict curfew and locked down with in-out barricades to make sure no phantom sneaks past. I want the APD patrols tripled, and anyone suspicious brought in for thorough interrogation.
Those phantom monsters have never pretended civility with us. I agree with Her Majesty, the Queen. Why should we treat them better than the animals they are? We should spare no measures. All of the nobility is terrified right now.
What about Redcliffe's ball? Wouldn't it be safer to cancel it for the time being?
And give the phantoms exactly what they want? We shall not show fear in the eyes of our enemy. Besides, Redcliffe's annual reception is one of the biggest fundraisers of the year, and the Viscount has publicly promised the funds to that pitiful excuse of a hospital on the South Shore. Isn't that what the lowlives our right hand so passionately defends have been begging for?
Forgive me, Your Majesty, but I doubt that concentrating the new drastic measures onto the lower districts while sparing the nobles any discomfort is what the people want. The hospital isn't the only thing falling apart on the South Shore. The revolution the Phantom Scythe promised 10 years ago is on our doorstep now, and unless things really do change, they will strike one way or the other. And not only the Phantom Scythe, but your own people.
And will you be joining them, Lord Rhymsel, since our suggestions seem so revolting to you?
You've corresponded with their leader in the past. Why should we believe you aren't still?
Those letters that Queen Lizbeth found in your office were damning. I'm surprised you're still allowed in court. Perhaps it was a mistake to let you return.
I never corresponded with the leader, Duke Farnham. The leader sent us warnings before the Allendale tragedy, warnings which you all decided to ignore. A mistake which cost us the life of the late King Edward and more than 200 citizens.
Then what do you suggest, right hand?
A parley.
Outrageous! If that's outrageous, criminals!
Silence! Let him speak.
Since its inception, the Phantom Scythe's requests have been in the interests of our people, improving their working conditions, access to education, health, We all know that the Phantoms are not the first group to make such demands. Yes, some things have improved since King Edward's rule, but far from enough. Most of you have never even seen what the South Shore looks like, have never seen the beggars and dying children on its streets.
There are beggars in every kingdom, yet none of our neighbors are showering them with presents.
And you seem to forget that one of their demands to put the heads of all of us higherborn on spikes. Not to mention, overthrow their majesties and destroy the very structure of our society.
We are now on the verge of a violent revolution. The state's coffers are not as empty as they were under King Edward, and a civil war will drain them much quicker than entertaining the Phantom Scythe's requests. I am suggesting a ceasefire, while we can still avoid more bloodshed.
This is absolutely insane!
Enough! All of you! I'm tired of your bickering. Lord Rhysmel's proposition is one to consider. But, in the meantime, the measures proposed by the Queen shall be made effective immediately. Duke Farnham, prepare the army and ensure its readiness in case of need.
Chelsea Sinclair, I want all district captains to make a public announcement tomorrow at noon. Make sure the measures are also on the first page of all major newspapers. The Queen's measure is absolute and must be treated as such. We must work